Hello everyone, welcome into Fatty's Feast, where we make the best food you'll ever eat without leaving your backyard. My name is Josh. Today I'm going to be showing you how to easily cook eggs 3 different ways on the Blackstone Griddle. Let's get started. So yes, I know this isn't the most exciting recipe I've ever made on this channel. However, I think for beginners this will be very helpful, because if you're just getting into griddling on whatever griddle you own, eggs can be a little bit intimidating because you have all this surface area and you don't know where the egg is going to go, and you don't want it to just run to the grease trap and all that good stuff. So today we're going to be doing eggs 3 different ways. We have fried eggs. I'm going to show you 2 ways to do those. We're going to do scrambled eggs, and we're going to do my favorite veggie omelet that I literally eat every day. And by the end of this, I hope you'll be able to see that cooking eggs on the griddle is actually probably easier than cooking them in your kitchen. So let's start off with a fried egg. So I have both my zones here on a medium-low heat. Put some oil down. I'm gonna throw down some butter as well. We'll just spread this out right here. Now the first way to do this is just crack your egg and then easily put it down right here in the center. There we go. And that will just cook down. Now notice it's not a perfect circle and the oak broke, but that's okay. We're gonna salt that. We'll pepper it. And since this yolk broke, we're actually gonna make this a hard egg. Let's say I didn't want one with a broken yolk. Take another one here. Just easily put it down. So this one, we will make runny. Same concept once again. And what you can do is you can adjust the edges if you feel so inclined. Notice when I threw them down, they didn't immediately run anywhere. They pretty much stayed put. Now this one looks pretty good on the sides. We can just flip it over like so. Nice and cooked evenly on both sides. Our hard egg, I'm just gonna throw them off to the side over here where the burner's off. And this one, cooked on top. There we go. You got nice runny yolk. It's looking great. So depending on how you like your egg, you can leave it like that. I don't personally like runny eggs. So we'll just take this off, same concept, put it over off to the side. Now the last thing you can do is get one of these egg maker things. I don't really like these. I think they're a pain, but I'll show you how to do that. Little oil in the center, crack our egg, throw it right down. Notice it has a little tendency to run off. If you're OCD, you'll like these things if you want a perfect circular egg. And then what I like to do, put a little water down and steam it out. After about a minute or so, it's coming along very nicely. As you can see, this one really allows you to have a runny yolk on top. So if you like that and protecting the yolk, this is a pretty good idea. And the only problem is sometimes getting this thing off can be a pain. As you can see, it's sticking there. I'm just gonna put it off to the side. All right, let me throw down some more butter and oil. Next, I'm gonna do scrambled eggs. So you can mix them in a bowl. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, big shell. I just throw them down like that, and then I'll use my scraper here. Oh God, to really just mix them up. And this is how easy scrambled eggs are. Salt, pepper quick. And there you go. I mean, those are pretty much already done. You can add more butter if you want, but those are nice scrambled eggs that literally took 3 seconds. And last but not least, my signature veggie omelet. Gonna throw down some onions, some jalapenos, pepper, salt, and we're just gonna soften these a little bit, not for too long. For this one, I am gonna use a bowl. So 1, oh, this one's bad, 2, 3 in the bowl. Now remember, don't mix your eggs up until you're ready to throw them on, because you don't want the egg to start breaking down. Also, don't season your egg until it's almost done. Let's throw a dollop of butter right on. Notice when I cooked these eggs, yeah, I used oil and butter, but they didn't really stick to the griddle. If your eggs are sticking to the griddle, it means your griddle surface isn't well seasoned. So you definitely want to make sure you're using oil and butter when you cook. But really, even if you don't, it shouldn't affect anything if you properly season your griddle the first time you get it. So I'm gonna spread these out a little bit. Let me give my eggs a quick stir. And this is where you want to sort of be slow and careful. So I don't want this to move my veggies all around. but I also don't want it to run off like it is doing there. So I just go around very easily. There we go. Now what I'll do is I'll just move these back in best I can. It's not going to be a perfect circle, but it's going to taste good. So now I'll put my pepper on, put my salt, not too much. Then I'll throw my basting cover right on. After a few minutes, it's looking swell. Notice no sticking whatsoever. So now what I like to do is throw some of this hot sauce down. I prefer, I can't even remember the name of the hot sauce now, but this is the Aldi hot sauce. It's all right. It's not my favorite. And let me throw down some cheese right in the middle. Throw that back on for a second. And after about 30 seconds, looking good. Let's bring these in. Now that might look burnt. It's just butter. It's delicious. And that is our little overdone omelet. So let's give this a try. Now, I'm not going to try all these eggs because they're eggs. We know what eggs taste like. I am going to take a nice bite of this omelet though. Actually, I'm going to eat the omelet because I need breakfast. So look at that. Probably hard to see on camera. The cheese is all melted inside. Ooh, nice and hot. The cheese is like molten lava. And like I said, it's a little burnt on top. Not burnt, a little overdone for my liking. That's what happens when you're filming a video. But what I like to do is make it into like a little triangle. I don't know why. But you just fold each side in like that TikTok trend that was happening a few years ago where you'd put like one ingredient on each corner and then fold it multiple ways. That's usually pretty good too. Well, it's a delicious breakfast as always. Have it every day. But I hope if you're a beginner at griddling, this helped you to see that cooking eggs actually isn't that difficult. And you can do eggs multiple different ways on the griddle. Even if you wanted, you could do poached eggs using a pot of water right on the griddle if you're making pancakes and bacon and something else and someone wanted poached eggs. Or you're doing a Benedict of some sort. You can do that on the griddle as well. So I didn't do that because I don't like poached eggs, but there's so many different things you can do for breakfast specifically on this griddle. And eggs, I think the seasoning of the griddle and the past cooks you've done on it really bring all those flavors to the forefront. And people always rave when I make eggs on the griddle because they just taste different. They hit, you know. So anyway, that's it for this episode of Fatty's Feast. If you liked what you saw, I'd really appreciate it if you smash that like button, get this content out to more people to help their griddle experience go well. Also leave a comment on maybe some more beginner things you want to see me do on this channel. If you have any copycat recipes or weird things you want me to make, please let me know. Tell me what your favorite breakfast meal to make on the griddle is. Over here, I'm going to put a video specifically designed for your taste. You're going to love it, so make sure to check it out. Over here will be my full Blackstone Griddle breakfast playlist. Hours of entertainment, hours of helpful information. You can check that out as well. And right in the middle, if you love me so much, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, everyone, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tough.